all that. Broke making moves with your crew and all that. I'm saying, you ain't gotta do all that. Your boys that you're with already proved your way. I'm saying, this isn't up for debate. You're a grown man trying to act tough for what though? You're not Gestapo, they're doing a capo. Your whole life's opposite of Don's and Marco. Bitch, please. You ain't never been around a guy with this. Couldn't give a fuck about you or your free. Got you going, my Mercedes doing strip. You ain't got 2 cents, you could rub together and it shows. Your whole team's tough as feathers at the most. I was sent to tell you not to boast. When a king walks in, the rest of you should know that. You ain't gotta do all that. You ain't gotta do all that.
To everybody up in AUS and ADL, come kick it down in Hades hell. I said to everybody up in AUS and ADL, come kick it down in Hades hell. I said to everybody up in AUS and ADL, come kick it down in Hades hell. I said to everybody up in AUS and ADL, come kick it down in Hades hell.
Now it's the same old tricks, now watch the cycle begin. Just another young man negating my prayers with sins, but every day is doomsday. Fuck what you say, I don't know if I'm gonna get.
What's going on, Adelaide? I'm Ajax.
I'm Baylor.
We're on the A2B podcast here in Adelaide.
Dude, this is your one-stop hip-hop podcast. If you want to know what's going on in the scene, do you want to know what shows are coming up, who's just dropped tracks, we've got interviews with your local artists. Basically anything hip-hop related, we're talking about it. So tune in every Wednesday from 4 p.m.
Giveaways, raffles, you name it, we're probably going to do it in the future, so keep your eyes on this page. Subscribe to the YouTube, Instagram, everything. Let's go. Shout out Watch Your Mouth. Let's
Shout
get to
out
these
Watch Your
battles.
Mouth.
I was working them hours cold, yeah, that's 4 to 7. Swinging blades on the way home like the 47. When you get a course, we hit the court, that's Karolinko, AK-47.
Welcome back to another battle of Watch Your Mouth, North vs South, you ready?
Yeah!
I'm going to start this off. On my right, I have the South Side. Yanni T, make some noise!
We're NDIS and you lads are the disabled rappers. But I can't tell if you're joking or if you're blatant cappers. Or maybe you're Faz D and your brain is scattered. Or maybe to form the North team, Bodzy went off and paid some actors.
And to my left, representing the North, we have Senor Amez. Make some noise!
Because I need to make sure that I'm focused on Yanni T. Speaking of which, I heard that T stands for transgender. Tell me right now why you're trying so hard to be Australia's first gutter rapping Caitlyn Jenner. No, son!
It's Dekay! Yanni, nice songs. Alright, first round on Yanni, make sure he's holding it down, show some respect guys, alright? Get it, Yanni.
Right, so tonight we got a battle between the North and South. But there's a difference between us. See, we actually perform to crowds, make decent music, beats, better graph pieces, while your side of the city scribble on walls, make corny sounds and still have the audacity to talk aloud when there isn't one thing in the North that should leave any of you sort of proud. Because you can't deny that down south we've been making the moves. And when we stepped on the scene, you started changing your tune. So I'm happy to be the one here breaking the news that North was never the best. You wouldn't have a leg to stand on if it wasn't for us holding you up through every step. Because it's like we're NDIS and you lads are the disabled. It's like we're NDIS and you lads are the disabled rappers. But I can't tell if you're joking or if you're blatant cappers. Or maybe you're Faz D and your brain is scattered. Or maybe to form the North team, Bodzy went off and paid some actors. Because this is not an even playing field. We should have done a handicap. Because not a single one of you are able-minded people who can string a verse together for the rest to understand your raps. So we planned attacks. You better be standing back because Amez and the North boys wouldn't want none of these hands to catch. And Bodzy, if you paid for these blokes to rock up, then kudos. I think you helped us by finding such an odd bunch. More odd than oddest the odd one, their rhyme schemes just fall short, spitting the 15, forgot one. Because we need a version of Brexit to make the Northerners separate. Any ideas? Well, I got one. Let's make Adelaide great, because I'm glad that dude failed when he shot Trump. Because if you think of the North when Trump talks, then you'd agree that he's not nuts. Like, honestly, we should follow his policies and build a wall at the North border. And anytime one of these gronks cross it, they should be shot or locked up. Time.
Let's go, yeah!
That's enough noise. Round number 1 on Amez. Let's go.
Let's go, Bodzy. First off, has anybody ever told you that you look like Mickey Worthless? And if you haven't heard of this, then maybe every word that you spurt now is just gonna be worth a little less. But first off, congratulations on that EP that you dropped. Because I know that it must have been hard gobbling all of those cocks in front of your mom, stumbling and fumbling, drunk as fuck. Thinking that, look, Mom, I put together a song. So I went through them all. And seeing that you named your first one The Beginning, you've got to be kidding. You're such an unimaginative fuck. I bet you came up with that when you were drunk. So I've got my vision on the mission, and my mission's on. Focused on my mission, and my vision is locked in. I got Yanni T in my sights like a specialized marksman. I'ma ruin this nuisance for this crowd's amusement. You think that you could ever best me? Please. I'm the lyrical epitome of Leonardo da Vinci. The closest thing that you would ever get called as an artist is when you take a page out of Kurt Cobain's and blow your head, leaving the ceiling the way I wanted it from the beginning. You talked about how it helped you leave that life that you led. Well, I think that you need to keep quiet and keep moving, because I ignite fires with keystrokes and pen movements. Ooh, nice. 5108 North Side? Woo. Yeah! That's what I'm representing. And Amez is sending a message so all of these skeptics that are still full of resentment, they can see that I ain't playing. Because your entire Southside roster is full of imposters. You guys think you're special? That's literally only because you got Marty Martz, and technically he's on the spectrum.
Walk the sound!
Yeah,
It's time.
Make some noise for Amez! Round 2, Yanni T. Yeah, good. Yeah. Make sure you guys are holding it down.
So the north side is like this left out part of the city nobody's talking about. I hate visiting, because 90% of the time there's weird cunts like Amez walking around. Begging for cigarettes. Due to the lack of jobs, none of them affording a pouch. And if they're not begging or searching for bumpers, then they're sitting at home bored on the couch until their mates give that call to come to the local watering fountain. And when it's Amez's turn for sorting around, everybody's like, fuck, where'd he go? And he's already on the next bus to Salisbury Downs. Because if you skipped on a round, consider a trip out of town, because I'd be livid, mate. You'd better hope your Puerto Rican ass can make it interstate. I can't even say what I would do to you in English, mate, but I'd grab my phone and call the bloke, and then he'd hear me say, Te gusta la polla, te encanto por el culo, te música es terrible, mi rey de cuando falles. Malcutaro la garganta en tiara tu cadava, vete pa'l carajo porque tu vida terminada.
Let's go, Yanni!
Fucking big pun wannabe. You ain't the Don Cartagena, bro. Your bars are too messy to be on top Argentina. Leave you dead on the middle of Little Adelaide. Little did he know that I'd riddle him till he just ran away. Dead in the middle of Little Adelaide, little did he know that I'd riddle him till he just ran away. From my twin fists, you better find deep cover. I'm Muhammad Ali, punch stings like a bee butter. Weak suckers get chopped up like meat cutters, hidden by the code of the streets, nobody's seen nada.
Let's go!
Cause you don't want to battle me, butter, this'll be an easy win. I reckon you should throw away your rhyme books in a wheelie bin. I'll drop you in a second, that's a piece of piss. I doubt you'd even see the hits, oh, I'm quick to make you black and blue till it's hard to tell if you're Puerto Rican, bitch. There's a difference between us. You're trash on the streets and the North will never defeat us. So you can speak up and try your attempts to keep up, but where the Southern Rap Council are ready to clean the scene up.
Make some noise for Yanni T!
We're going to need a translator for half of that. That was fun.
Yeah,
round numero uno on Amez, please.
You spent all that time to learn another language when I'm the only one here that understands Spanish. This right here is the Northside Hooligans versus a collection of the eclectic from the South's most aggressive meth heads. And they got me going against this drop-kick alcoholic. I'ma finish this in such a catastrophic upset that the vision that you processed when you came through for your prospects, I'll change your mind when I hit him and watching him falling unconscious. Yeah. I understand and seeing who my op is. That's why I go get different lenses and wearing those optics, because I need to make sure that I'm focused on Yanni T. Speaking of which, I heard that T stands for transgender. Tell me right now why you're trying so hard to be Australia's first gutter rapping Caitlyn Jenner. Because now you need to understand. I heard that you need to hold on and keep up when you need to put that drink down and see what's happening right in front of you. I've seen multiple shows of you pretending you're performing. That shit was utterly boring. Couldn't understand half a word you said because you were drunk and stumbling like another pleb. Guess it must have been because he came from the South. Who let those pests in? Everybody in your crew ain't got a toothbrush amongst them. Guessing that's why they call him the foul mouth. I'd rather keep it twisted but cryptic commission than putting my name behind something and endorse it, because you'd be spitting horrific horse shit. You understand? I'm like Monkey D. Luffy, carefully choosing each one of my crewmen but what their pen's doing, concluding that this nuisance of humans are going to be doing what I wanted them to do from the beginning, the moment I came into this facing my opponent. You can write a million songs and still say nada. La-di-da-di scoop-a-lotta, bet you anally abuse bananas. So you better keep up and start to move faster, because you clinging on to life like Simba's father Mufasa. Cause you know I got a flow so villainous, no nemesis, go kill him with the GoPro filming it. Mezzy be keeping it twisted from day one, singing it, you getting it, the menace is here.
Time.
Third and final round. Yanni T!
Have you been watching the Olympic Games? I feel for Puerto Rico, man. I feel for these poor Latinos. They never won a gold, and I'm surprised they formed a team because sport is not their forte. They should stick to the queso fritos. See, I'll treat this like the Olympic Games. You slept at night when I filled my page. I'm working hard like Snoop in 24. You know I'm bringing flames. This ain't the Jamaican bobsled team. I came prepared to win the race. My target's locked like archery. I fling it straight, no missing, mate. My spear is like a javelin. It travels in a quicker rate. You're babbling your bars and no one understands the shit you saying. See, because I'm indigenous, got my dream, and I'm making history like I'm Freeman. When my time is up on earth, they'll never stop speaking on my achievements. Because I smashed the shows on every stage that I've been ripping. Dropped my debut EP this year in April, the beginning. Got that faith that's in my spirit. I'ma make it in the city, and I'll never stop the mission. I'ma change the way we living. Because I walked a lonely path and heart was cold up on a frozen trail, and found the shore and built my boat. Then I kept afloat and I rose my sail with a middle finger up to those who'd hope I'd choke and fail, and that's dedicated to any dog that hope that I won't prevail. Because I know I failed my first battle and it was a shame job. But I really put that work in, and it's safe to say that it paid off. So now I'm able to showcase my skills and what I'm made of. So if you bet against me, it's too late to take your wage off. But cocky shit aside, it's too late to take your wage off. Cocky shit aside, I hope each one of you take off, because we all represent Adelaide now, which means in a way we're cut from the same cloth. I couldn't hate these boys because they're actually a decent bunch. In recent times I've realised between the lines there's heaps of love. I'm riding for my South team, but respect the North MCs enough to proudly say they rep this city well, and I hope they keep it up.
Amez. Let's go.
Love you, Yanni.
Now I know some of y'all seen my last battle, right? I had that motherfucker fleeing in fright before he even came to my sight. And even despite the change of opponent, the audience voted, and it should have been noted that I was showing the difference between the hopeless and the truly goated.
Truly goated.
They were the truly goated. They were the truly goated. Keep it noted that the people they be walking and knowing that I be eating tacos, burritos, rice and beans, all those different types of means. But you're the reason why I can't walk the streets with a beer. Because it's obviously clear that after 9 o'clock, your dong has been rocked and I can't even go down to the shops and buy myself a case of Budweiser. Should have known better. You see me here, I be cutting nothing. I be making music without cheddar. Because despite how you say how you bringing this up from the south, I've been doing this by myself alone in my house. Don't give two fucks who's with me or by my side, but I got that twisted, cryptic commission, the Trinity. They hear and they ride and die.
Yeah.
So you give it to everybody down in Adelaide. Let us say that this place is truly great. How it's erupted in ways that you couldn't even envision yesterday. Didn't expect to see all these people jumping up on the scene just trying to be what they always dreamt to be. Cause I couldn't picture myself laying on my deathbed thinking that Yanni T's an eclectic meth head and he beat me to the thing that I wanted before I took my first breath. So now we give it to the real G's, the people that are making the judgment, the calls, the numbers that mound up to decide who's gonna win these things. Trophies glowing inside your desk. Who cares when you had to battle Amez and get left a mess and then lay in your bed and then hoping it would end? But this is watch your mouth, so you best watch yours. You haven't heard of me, you're gonna learn because I plan on leaving a legacy. Just because, and you best believe that just because you're standing next to me, it doesn't mean that we on the same level. Because I consider you the bottom of the barrel. I laugh and wave as I walk past the devil. Time.
Make some noise! Yeah! Boston, make some noise out of life! That's better! That is better! Alright. Give you 5 more minutes and then we got a little treat for you, alright? We'll come back in 5.
Second battle of the night.
Let's go!
It was Yanni T versus Amez. The winner once again goes to the south side. Yanni T.
Yep, so you got Breaker here. We're at Watch Your Mouth, North versus South. Just watched the battle with Yanni T versus Amez. Round 1. So Yanni kind of he had some great bars. We had the NDIS bar, the 15 bars to forget one. Obviously us being so different that we can't remember 16 bars. Funny having the North border, good bar. Amez, he had that Kurt Cobain bar, not bad. Technically he's on the Spectrum bar, was really good as well. The thing is with Amez, every 4 bars it stumbles like he stumbles, and it's blatantly obvious that he's trying to remember the next bar that he has. I mean, the bars aren't really matching his theatrics, so he's probably a better performer. Round 2, Yanni, Code of the Streets bar. Yeah, he had a great second round. Amez's rebuttal was good at the start, and then outside of that, outside the rebuttal, the Lion King Mufasa bar's just been played out. I don't really think that's anything, even though the crowd reacted to it. Yanni, round 3, basically didn't spit any bars at all, and he still took it on the simple fact that he was confident, remembered his shit, and it was easy decision, Yanni.
So battle 2, Amos versus Yanni T. First round was quite interesting. Yanni came out very strong, delivered very well. I think first round would have to probably go to Yanni. I feel like Amos, his rhyme scheme might be a little bit too complex and too technical for it to hit the crowd. Second round, Amez came well again, a little bit short at the end there. I believe Yanni's multilingual battling was what secured that second round for him, definitely. The crowd reaction was phenomenal. Third round, I'd have to go Yanni as well. I just feel like Amos's delivery and his presence doesn't meet with the crowd reaction. Therefore, I would have to give it to Yanni.
What's going on? It's Gospel here. Just watched Yanni T versus Amez. It was a pretty good battle. I think I'm just going to slightly give it to Yanni T though. Unfortunately, Amez had too many stumbles and he didn't get all his material out in the second and third round. His third round, he recovered pretty well, but I think the first two, he just stumbled too much and he just didn't really recover from it. Yanni T had some clean rounds and yeah, it was just more enjoyable. And so yeah, I'm going to have to slightly give it to him. But yeah, keep at it, man, because I reckon you'll get it, man. Yeah.